Like to welcome those of you just tuning in. You're just in time. We're here in the first inning with no score. So here now is Jackie Bradley, and we are set for baseball here this evening. The 1-1 home. High in the air out to center field. Irvin has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that? So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Alex Verdugo, and that's in there, base hit.
Hey, a little top of the order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
So now to the plate, Rafael Devers. Swing and a liner, and that's going to get down out there. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away. To the plate now, Xander Bogaerts. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. 1 run scores. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone. Standing in now, J.D. Martinez. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run is scored, and they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
At the plate, Bobby Dahlbeck. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. To Gordon for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this... In now, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, J.P. Crawford. Popped him up. Pedroia is there. Two gone.
Batting third.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Kyle Lewis. First cuts for him here with the bases open and two away. The 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So the second inning set to go, and next to hit is the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here but hangs on for the first out.
The designated hitter.
So here's Michael Chavis now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. Line drive to left, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Standing in, Dustin Pedroia. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will return. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Hit back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Lifetime against Martin Perez. He's a .327 batter. He's also taken him deep 4 times. 1-1. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Philip Irvin.
That'll bring in Philip Irvin. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. A bouncer up the middle. Toss behind the back. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Alex Verdugo. And he squares this one nicely, and it's lined into center field for a leadoff single.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
In now, Rafael Devers. And there's a base hit on the line. Now this rolls all the way to the wall. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
So now to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And the second runner will stop at third, and they're at the corners now with nobody out. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. To the plate now, J.D. Martinez. Crawford has it to second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Up next for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Bobby.
Coming to the plate now, Bobby Dahlbeck. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Henniger will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that'll bring in Tom Murphy. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And it's fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Next for Seattle, Jose Marmolejos, and he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Now the 2-1 pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
On the mound, he's thinking Grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Standing in now, D. Gordon. High chopper to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Now batting, not shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
At the plate now, J.P. Crawford, and he fouls this one off.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Gordon leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. That's fouled off to the left side as he makes him do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning.
Your attention, please.
Stepping in now, D. Gordon. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Count remains 2-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he struck him out. Mariners leave a couple. They trail here 4-0. All set for the start of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Christian Vasquez. Liner towards second, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 or 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
At the plate, Michael Chavis takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Into the box now, Jackie Bradley Jr. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Men on third with 2 down. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Red Sox leave. set to get his evening at the plate started. Mitch Haniger batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Pitch on the way. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. In now the Mariners DH, Dylan Moore.
Designated hitter, Dylan Moore.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
So now to the plate, Kyle Seager. All even now, 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off and the count runs full.
Full count.
Fouled off. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th as he was a late entrant into this one. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
In comes the left fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now back.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that brings up the third baseman Rafael Devers. Line drive to left, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues.
Number 49.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Line toward right center. And that'll get over the wall, so forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only 1 away.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, did they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
Standing in now, J.D. Martinez. A dive by Gordon. The throw to first. How about that?
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI groundout instead.
Ready now, Bobby Dahlbeck. He'll try to bring in that second run of the inning from third with 2 down. Liner towards second, but this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder Phillip Ervin.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Full count, here it comes. Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. Payoff pitch one more time. Is at the knees and called strike 3. Standing in, Tom Murphy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
1-2 to count.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. New inning set to get underway, and from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Lewis. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Michael Chavis. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the 1-1. On the ground towards second. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. At the plate now, Jackie Bradley Jr. Grounded to the right. Gordon is there, and there's out number 2.
The batter, number 15.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. And here's the speedster D. Gordon. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Now the 1-2 home to Gordon. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And this one just misses off the corner. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Playable for Verdugo, and there's 1 gone.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, J.P.
Striding in, J.P. Crawford. He singled his last time up. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. He gets there and makes a Fine running play for the second out.
The center fielder, number 1, Kyle Lewis.
So coming to the plate, Kyle Lewis. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
2-1 pitch, a knuckle curve swung on and missed, 2-2.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Mariners are down in order. Need to get it. 7th inning ready to roll, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Into the box, Rafael Devers. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. Now the throw comes quickly into the third baseman, so they're at the corners now to begin the inning.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Brendan Brennan comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Gordon is up with it. 1 there. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
So stepping in, J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 3-2. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Stepping in now, Bobby Dahlbeck. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. A runner on first with 2 away. Liner in there for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
On the ground for the shortstop, Bogarts. And there's one away.
Now batting.
At the plate, Dylan Moore. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. One out, nobody on. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Kyle Seager. And it's fouled away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready to begin the 8th, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and this is going to find its way into right for a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3.
And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, guys, that's not how we draw it up. You want to stay back on that pitch and drive it up the middle the other way. But he got out and around it and was still able to find his way for a knock.
Jason Bradford enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
60, Jason Bradford.
To the plate now, Dustin Pedroia. Hit out towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, D-Row, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Irvin has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. Here now is Rafael Devers. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Hit hard back up the middle, and he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. Oh, but the feet of the shortstop is off the mark, and the throw's going to hold that second runner over at third, so they'll just plate the 1 here.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
In now, Xander Bogaerts pulls this one in the air out to left. Irvin is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to risk it with 2 outs on a very deep fly ball. Really surprising.
Martinez.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the payoff pitch home. Sent on the ground out to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance? Phillip Irvin.
Ladies and gentlemen, your right.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
At the plate now, Tom Murphy. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it's a 7-2 game now. Into the box now, Jose Marmolejos. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range, and it's still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. Into the box now, D. Gordon. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 2-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, J.P. Crawford fouled away. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Popped him up. Devers is under it. And the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home. All set to start the 9th in this one, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck. The 1-1. Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Standing in now, Christian Vasquez. Line toward right center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. The relay throw, and he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Now that.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Yoshihisa Hirano is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. At the plate, Michael Chavis hit back up the middle to Gordon for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
So now to the plate, Dustin Pedroia. Smoke toward the hole, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The right fielder, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
In now, Alex Verdugo. Swing and a line drive to center field. That's in there, base hit. Now a long throw to third.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
To the plate now, Rafael Devers. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without a play, as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Andres Munoz comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Xander Bogaerts. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 1-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Now back.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck too as a pitcher. This ball absolutely scorched. Actually hit so hard that it wasn't able to drive a run in.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I know that ball was hit on the line. Surprised the third base coach held him with 2 outs.
Standing in now, J.D. Martinez. Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck.
Stepping in now, Bobby Dahlbeck. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. All set for the
Play ball. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
And this is swung on and hit on the ground to Pedroia at second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mitch Haniger. He was a ground out victim last time up. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Bradley. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dylan Moore.
Digging in once again, Dylan Moore. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Last chance for the Mariners. Now a swing and he pops him up, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Red Sox will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
12-2 the final score in this ball game. The Bo Sox scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Nate Eovaldi gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Nick Margevicius was unable to work out of the second inning as he saddled with the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.